So why learn to meditate in the first place? Every one of us is at a different spot in our development, and age has really nothing to do with it. A younger person, or even a child, could be very eager to learn to meditate, for example, because of their willingness to learn new things, and they haven't created judgments and opinions on things, where an older person can get kind of stuck in their old age and their ways of doing things, and not seeing a reason or understanding, or taking the time rather to understand why they should change their ways. Too many of us don't realize that our thoughts create our reality, and it's up to us to get inside our own minds and to calm things down, to look for the positive. It doesn't mean we don't recognize those things that are negative around us, but it's up to us to choose how we live and how we direct our well-being. Meditation is key in doing that. It's taking that time aside each day where we quiet the body and mind and truly listen to ourself, or what we call our higher self, the part of us that detaches from ego and is the observer of our life. When we get into those spots, we can heal ourselves emotionally and physically. So you'll find too that every one of us as human beings has an interesting trait, and that's that we're all ritualistic by nature. That means that there are certain things that we do every day that trigger another response within us. So for example, I bet every one of you watching this has a certain routine you go through every morning when you get up. You brush your teeth a certain way at a certain time, you get dressed in a certain order, whether it's how you put your socks on, your jewelry, whether you wear it or not, when or if you brush your hair, whether you wear makeup or not, and when you put that on. When do you shower? When do you get dressed? When do you eat your breakfast? All these things you do automatically, but chances are you do them in a certain order, and if they're out of that order, it kind of throws you off for the rest of the morning, and for some people, the rest of the day. But we're like that with everything. There are certain words that trigger responses to us physically, and usually it's a memory associated with those words, with those songs, with the tone of voice. So in meditation, we want this to be calming and relaxing. So the use of rituals are very important in helping us to create a space and to create a reaction within us that automatically wants to relax. Do you need to do these rituals? No, you don't need to. But I would suggest adapting something to your meditation practice that you relate to, that makes you feel comfortable and relaxed. You can try some of these, all of these that we're going to talk about when we get to creating a sacred space. You may find that some of them, well, that's not really me, and that's okay. But find something that is. Because, as I said, we're all ritualistic by nature, and in adapting that into our practice helps you to go deeper into meditation. It can be things like creating a space where you have soft music playing in the background. Perhaps you're going to want to smudge your space, light an incense, a candle, put your crystals out around you, put a shawl around your shoulders, or just have a favorite chair that you want to sit in. All of these things help to create a routine with your mind and body, so that when you do these things, your mind says, oh, she put that shawl on, and the body says, oh, I'm going to relax. So over the next few weeks, I would encourage you to, at least for 21 days. It takes 21 days for us to develop or to break habits. So this is something we want to create in your life. You want to see the benefits of it. So I suggest that you set aside even just 15 minutes a day where you're going to meditate. And I'll get into how we can do that in the next section. So if you're ready, we're going to go further.